Sturt Falcons versus Hills Heat in the CMAX Premier League softball. It's round 6, end of round 6, and we play on Ghanaland. James Harris here, along with me, 2022 Gillies Shield winning head coach Bill Benedictson. Welcome, Bill.
Thanks, James. Good to be here.
And in a cross-promotion with Softball Victoria, we have Waverley president, level 4 umpire, and all-round nice guy, Toby Sadler. Welcome, Toby.
Thanks, James. It's really good to be here, mate. Here in West Beach, absolutely amazing.
Now you're here for the 12 and under school boys and girls national championship. We'll touch on that in a moment, but this is the Falcons and the Heat. It's the first time that they've met this season. The Falcons are running hot with a 7-1 record, beating the fast-finishing Rebels twice in their last 3 games, 5-3 and 5-4. Whereas Hills Heat are proving to be a tough-to-beat opponent. In a rebuilding year, you'd say, Bill, with their team made up mostly of teenagers, a record of 1-6 doesn't really reflect their performances so far this season, as they've dropped their last 2 games, 2-0 and 1-0.
Yeah, they're very close games. They're giving themselves a shot every week. They are a very young team, but you could say of those young team members, they're all state players. They have some experience. They just need to put it all together, I guess, for the team to start to win.
Toby, you do a little bit of commentary over in the Waverley Association. How much has the Premier League influenced what you actually do over there?
Quite a lot. It's definitely one that you watch every week and we learn from it. We pick up some good tips and tricks from the brilliant broadcast here with the CMAX Premier League.
Another loaded question there, producer Brandon getting the thumbs up over there. Toby, we're going to let you take over the mic a little bit later on, so you can have a red hot crack at the CMAX Premier League. But Bill, the key players, Sturt always rely on the big 3, don't they? The White, Cameron, Tonkin. But you know what? This season has seen Rachel Tonkin emerge as a leader as well, hitting 500, fielding 1,000, and her contributions have been enormous so far. What do you reckon?
You're right. The whole team is hitting, like I said, from the senior players, Bell White, Maddie Cameron, through that middle order, Sarah Tonkin, to the juniors. I think I've seen some really good at-bats from Abby Weir at third base, and Ollie Durham is obviously the star of the future on that team.
Yeah, and they generally are pitching by committee this season, and the question has been answered that we were talking about earlier is who will they start tonight, Adams, Fitch or Durham? They're all in fine form. Ruby's got the start. Flip side, Hills Young Guns, Zachary, Luxon, King, Bastion, Ballard, Adams, McDonald and Tamke. They're all so close to that gelling that, if they stay together for the next few years to a decade or longer, they're going to be a force to reckon with, provided they can get behind their youngster, Zoe Marriage. Now, she is not pitching tonight. Yep. So we're going to see Claire Mohan-Rem. She's been picked up in the under-18 draft, so we'll see her play in the National Championship, but not for South Australia. But if they can get behind those young pitchers, they are going to be a brilliant team in the not-too-distant future. Bill, can you please take us around the diamond for the Sturt Falcons?
Sturt Falcons tonight. We have Ruby Fidge, who's in the circle, pitching to Sarah Tonkin. First base, we have Riley Moore. Second base, Rachel Tonkin. Third base, Abby Weir. Shortstop, Bell White. Left field to right, Ashlyn Mensford, Maddie Cameron, and Ollie Durham.
They've got a bench player as well, Elizabeth Morris. The leadoff for the Hills Heat will be Abby Bastion. Megan Williams is in the on-deck circle. The coaches' meeting's just finished, and I have noticed something, Bill, that the coaches' meeting, we didn't see Justina Adams, so perhaps not coming down for the midweek game?
Well, that would come out and make sense because Zali Adams also not in the lineup tonight, so the Adams have given a pass tonight. Other commitments, not sure.
There's Ruby Fidge on screen, and if we touch on her statistics for the year so far, 10 innings pitched, she's thrown 9 strikeouts and an ERA of 0.79, Bill.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, going pretty good. And that's all thanks to our fantastic scoring team and colouring in the circles tonight. Lindy Radigan, Softball SA Life Member and Hall of Famer. And, of course, Julie Priest. She was the Softball SA scorer or statistician of the year last year. Toby, There you go. There's the pre-game done and out of the way. What are your thoughts so far? And if you know anyone in the Premier League, let us know who you think's going to be one of the standout players of the game.
Well, to be honest, we all know the big ones. Tonkin, Cameron, Belinda White. I'm just excited to see some great ball, to be honest.
Amazing.
Yeah, it'll be good night.
Well, about to get underway. Bill, I reckon we might even share the play-by-play. So I'll do the away team, you do the home team, and there you have it. We'll be able to call all the action. You all right with that, producer Brandon? Just going on the fly here. First pitch is for Abby Bastion. And that one's right down the middle for a called strike. Sarah Tonkin has had a fantastic year behind the plate. She's also one of the team leaders, hitting .435 in the batting lineup, and 9 stolen bases, Bill, as Bastion slams that one into the alley, and the Hills Heat are off to a red-hot start. Double for Bastion.
How about that? Pitch was up a little bit, and she just kept her bat right on the plane of the ball and drove it right in that left center gap.
There's the CMAX replay. It has gone into the alley for a stand-up double. And if you want to help advance tomorrow's healthcare and get paid for your time, log on to cmax.com.au. Abby Bastion.
Dream start. Dream
Perfect.
start.
Megan Williams shows bunt. Druitt puts it down, and Fidge, after a slight fumble, able to make a second effort. And as our co-commentator last week, Aaron Adams McDonald, said, second efforts make outs.
Hard to say if she was thinking of, that ball got to her so quick, the possibility of throwing to 3 or at least checking. But the moment she made that bobble, she did the right thing, picked it up and got her by half a step.
Georgia King hits 3 up and away. Runner in scoring position for the Hills Heat with batters 3 and 4. You'd probably give him a real good chance of scoring here.
Georgia King, very good hitter. Let's hope that's not the kiss of death, but this is the batter you want up in this situation.
A couple of Arbor eyes already in this season from young Georgia. It's a piece of this to the right side, and Bastion takes off. Rachel Tonkin at second base makes a great play. Georgia King slides into 2 safely, but the out is made at the plate. What a great play, and heads up from Rachel Tonkin. A slow roller to the right side's normally going to score the runner. Bastion took off, probably started her slide a little early on the CMAX replay. What are you seeing, Bill?
I think if you watch again, the ball's hit to the right side, should score the runner right away. I think Abby Bastion just held up a split second before she headed home. She went back first, and that's probably the step that cost her there. Rachel Tonkin, great throw to the plate, accurate. Sarah Tonkin, sister act out at the plate.
Yeah, you'll see it on this replay here. She covers the plate really well. And yeah, Bastion, I think, just started her slide a little early. And that slowed her down, which might have been the difference. Toby, you're a level 4 umpire. Did Damien McCauley call that well?
Oh, absolutely. Great positioning. And you know what? It was a great slide by the runner. Absolutely amazing defense by the catcher. You can't blame it, but you punch it out. Absolutely amazing.
Here's Talia La Rosa hitting for the Hills Heat. Has only played the 1 game so far this season. And Bill, here's a slow motion replay. Great tag from...
Just dies in the sand a little short there, you're right. Yeah, it's a good call. Very heads up running by King afterwards, taking second on that play as well.
Yeah. Talia La Rosa, it wouldn't surprise some of our listeners and viewers that from the 1 game she's played, she's got a double, 3 RBIs, batting 1,000 for the season. Game number 2 for her this year, and a welcome addition, you'd say, to the Hills Heat, Bill.
Oh, absolutely. The lefty, she's experienced, she's been around. She's probably just looking to put this ball in play as you would hope. Base hit will do.
High ball, she goes opposite side, it just out of reach from Bell White. King advances to third. La Rosa is safe to 1. CMAX replay.
Good running there. Got across the 3 and hit the brakes because Bell White got just enough of that one to keep it in the infield.
Infield single, get the thumbs up from Lady Radigan. Here's Georgia Ballard with the 1-3 split. Talk tactics for us here, Toby. 1-3 split. I'll put you on the spot, mate.
Yeah, no, mate. You're dead flat in the water.
Foul ball from Ballard. All right, Bill, you're the national champion winning coach. What's your tactic here with 2 out?
Well, with 2 out, you want your batter to hit here. You don't want to take the bat out of their hand. As I always say, you don't want to run yourself out of an inning.
Well, Ballard's just off a season at US College. And Williston, is that right? Maybe? Williston College, and she's returned to the Hills Heat this year. 231, so maybe a slower start than she would expect, but a handy contributor anytime she's got bat in hand. State representative as well.
Being pitched to very carefully here by Ruby Fidge. 2-2 count.
Fouls this one off to stay alive. Now Hills Heat are sitting 7th on the ladder with 16 runs for and 37 against, and as I mentioned before, the results really haven't reflected their performances because they've been in a lot of these games low for a ball.
Especially the that doubleheader against Glenelg just recently. It was only a 5-1 victory and a 1-0 victory for the Glenelg
yeah,
Rebels.
their doubleheader, 5-1 and 1-0.
So Glenelg sitting in the 2nd spot or 3rd spot, and to keep them low in the runs.
Base on balls, and King, who is catching tonight, has been replaced by Abby Bastion to score on the pass ball. Here's the CMAX replay to see Ballard walk up to 1, the run across the plate, and La Rosa over to 2. There you go, Bastion managed to score after all in this inning after a great diving effort earlier on in the game.
Second crack at it. We get run on the board.
Timeout called. You'd think Belinda White just wanted to have a chat to her team. It's only 1 run. Make sure we're getting out here. The batter is Zoe Marich. And the first run's across the plate of the game. So reward for effort for Hills Heat, I'd say. Marich in the left-hand batter's box.
Now here's where the Hills can probably eke out possibly another hit or put pressure on you, because Zoe Marich plays a pretty good short game, and Ruby at the moment just seems like she's just struggling a little bit for control.
Yeah, the last 3 pitches have all bounced before the plate, but she's pitched pretty well so far, giving her team some good opportunities. Keeping it low is going to get ground balls, just like that play that Rachel Tonkin made, and one just out of reach of Belinda White. So giving her field plenty of opportunities. Marriage, high hands, called strike. High hands as in up the handle, Bill. You could fit another hand under in that gap that she's got.
Yeah, she's shortened up big time for contact here.
Just pokes out a little bit, and it might drop in front of the left fielder. That's Ashlyn Mensforth, and Talia Olrosa scores from 2, and the Hills have got 2 here in the top of the first inning. So RBI single for Zoe Marich.
That's a fantastic piece of hitting. 2-2 count, just throws the bat at it, doesn't swing through it, just falls in front. And I think LaRussa was going all the way anyway. If Mensford comes up with it 1 hop, there's a play at the plate.
Cindy Ritter's the hitter now. She did play for South Australia in the over 35. She's here for the 12 and under national championships as well. You know her, Toby?
Sure do, James. Cindy's from Eastern Raiders Softball Club out of Waverley, which is good to see some players getting over. She's here with her daughter Mackenzie, who's playing for Victoria this week in the schools competition. So
Did you know that she played for South Australian over 35s at Nationals earlier this year?
I did. I was actually there. A great tournament. Well played by the South Australians. That comp was actually very strong. Some former Olympians, former Australians.
Ritter just gets back to it and grounds out back to the pitcher. So good fielding from Fidge, but Hills Heat have come out and scored 2 at the top of the first, and you can't ask for much more than that against one of the red-hot teams of this competition, the Sturt Falcons, who currently sitting 7-1 and just 1 game behind Port Adelaide on the ladder.
Well, when Abby Bastian started off with that double, I did say dream start, and then obviously they woke up a little bit and things went wrong, but then they must have got back into dreaming mode because 2 runs scored with 2 out, and they put the pressure on the Sturt Falcons just like that.
Well, we will go through the Hills defensive lineup in just a moment, but there's another game on tonight. The top place, Port Adelaide, taking on the 3rd place, Glenelg Rebels, over on Diamond 2. Should be a cracking game. Last time those 2 teams played, Glenelg came from like a 3 or 4 run deficit to drop the game by a run with the tying run on 3rd. So it should be very interesting game.
5-4, is that correct?
5-4, yep.
Yes, here on Diamond 1. I was watching a bit of that game, and it looked like Port had it well in hand, and then you're right, they came back.
You want to hear the master do it, or do you want to have a crack at doing the around the diamonds?
I'll let the master do it.
Go for it, Bill.
I don't want to stuff any names up, to be honest.
That's all right. That's all right. For the Hills Heat, defensively, we have in the circle, Claire Mohan Ram.
No, so DP's been... the flex has come out. They've gone down to 9. Tali LaRosa is warming up.
Change. Thank you very much.
I'll do it then, Bill.
You got it.
We've got Tali LaRosa pitching to Georgia King with Cindy Ritter at first, Georgia Ballard at second, Megan Williams at third, and Abby Bastian at shortstop. Outfield left to right is Zoe Marriage, Chloe Zackley, and Riley Zobel. There is your Hills Heat defense. And Bill.
I feel like I was set up there.
Yeah, my apologies.
That's all right.
You are going to give us the play-by-play.
All right. Well, as the Sturt Falcons start the bottom of the first, Sarah Tonkin, the catcher, number 1, steps in. Low ball called there. Looks like Sarah Tonkin's adapted her 2-strike adjustment right from the onset here tonight.
It's working for her this year. 536 on base average, and then she's stolen 9 times already.
And takes a second pitch for a strike. Evens up the count 1-1. LaRosa all smiles out there, getting that strike across. She's happy. Change of speeds there off the plate a bit, trying to get Tonkin to chase.
Hills Heat used 4 pitches. This is the 5th pitcher they've used so far. The majority of the work's been done by Zoe Marriage, as you mentioned before, Bill, playing left field tonight.
And also, they've had a few imports come across. Is that correct? Tonkin deep to left. That's back off the top of the fence. And she holds up at second as that ball gets back in quickly to third. But wow, Sarah Tonkins came within, I would say, 20 centimeters of a leadoff home run.
She's nuked that. Let's have a look at the CMAX replay. It's hit the top of the fence, denying Tonkin of 4 bases, but she stands up at 2. Wow, what a shot from Sarah Tonkin.
Wow, both leadoff batters are juiced up and ready to go tonight. Both starting off with doubles. And that brings Abby Weir, the third baseman, in. Abby takes the first pitch for a strike.
Wow, what a shot to start.
That was amazing. That was absolutely beautiful. Just missing the 4 bases, as you said. Nice clean shot off the top bar.
Lays down the bunt. Larissa Fields gets her at 1 and moves Tonkin over to third. Sack bunt for Abby Weir.
Here's the CMAX replay of that shot from Tonkin. It hit the top bar. So you're talking 3-4 centimetres away from a home run there. Bill, have a look at that scorecard. We've got a double for the leadoff that is sacrifice bump 1-4 for batter number 2. Does that mean that Belinda White's going to ground out to the second base player here in this play?
Well, geez, if they got the same playbooks tonight, I guess that might be the case.
Well, for those that have just joined us, we've got Toby Sadler joining us, the Waverley Softball Association President, level 4 umpire, is in Adelaide for the 12 and under School Sports National Championships.
First pitch to Bell White, low for a ball.
So thank you for joining us in a bit of a cross promotion and
No
learning
worries,
the
mate.
trade a little bit so you can take it home for the Spacequake Sports broadcast of the Waverley competition.
That's exactly right, James. Thanks for having me again. We've got lots of things that we're working on out at Waverley at the moment, and the work we're doing with Spacequake Sports is absolutely amazing. Great opportunity to promote softball, and a great opportunity for our athletes as well.
No one's doing it better than Spacequake at the moment.
1-1 count to Bell White. Runner on third, low in the dirt. Lays off.
Bill, you got to be careful with Bell. You keep it on the outside, she's going to drive the opposite field.
Correct.
You throw it anywhere near the centre of the plate, and you're talking extra bases.
Yeah, she can use the whole field.
4 extra base hits for the season, 8 RBIs, 636 batting average, and a 692 on base.
And super dangerous right now with a 3-1 count. You throw a loose strike up here now, and it could be tattooed. Let's see if they're going to pitch to her or try and work her off the plate. And they go high and walk her. Base on balls, Bell White.
Yeah, runner in scoring position. Probably not a bad result for Hills Heat, but you blink and you'll miss it because up comes Maddie Cameron.
Tonkin on third, White on first. 1-3 split here with 1 out. Maddie Cameron, number 14, the center fielder. First pitch from LaRussa. Fake bunt. Bell White steals easily. Fake throw. Not going to get him biting on that one. So now you got 2 runners in scoring position. And Maddie Cameron might also pitch very carefully to Maddie Cameron to get to the on-deck batter, Bradley Moore. We'll see how the Hills will handle this. Came after, fouled on the first base side and just out of play. And that even up to count 1-1. Cameron, very dangerous hitter. Just off the plate.
She's also an expert at grounds work. You have a look at her kicking that dirt around in the batter's box.
Yes, she is an excavator in there, isn't she? 2-1 pitch. That's a little high. And they go to 3-1. Might be the same fate that we saw with Bell White.
Who's the big hitter in the Waverley competition that all the pitchers fear?
Probably Casey Smith from Glen Waverley, James. Big power hitter, always feared by the pitchers.
And ball 4. Just a bit off the plate. Kept it low.
Back-to-back walks, Bill Benedictson.
Well, you know, Lee would be a proponent of that. Lee Hall would have thought, yes, walk the 2 big ones there and get to the next batter. Does make it easy. Out at any base. Although Riley Moore is a power hitter in her own right. First pitch, strike called to Riley Moore, the first baseman.
Yeah, she actually leads the team in RBIs. People might be surprised by that it's not a Bell White or a Maddie Cameron, but 10 RBIs for the season for Riley. She calls timeout. I should have said back-to-back base on balls, Bill Benedictson. That's
Correct.
what I should have
That's
said.
your BB right there. Well, you got to have runners on base, and as we've said, Bell White and Maddie Cameron and Sarah Tonkin have been getting on base. There's pop fly, and might be in no man's land, but second base Ballard makes the catch, throw home, not in time, throw to 3.
Has the base
Also
running
not in time.
from the Falcons. An infield fly ball, which is well taken from Georgia Ballard. Let's have a look at the CMAX replay. But you watch all the runners tag up and take off on this catch.
Now, did the umpires actually call the infield fly on that one? I'm hard to, didn't hear the call. It could have been, but great catch. Second base coming all the way across. And then having the president's mind to throw home, knowing that they could be tagging up, and they did and went. But you're right, they tagged up at first base. They've all moved up a bag, 2 out.
So that's a sacrifice fly to second base.
How about that? That's your teammates helping you out and getting you that RBI you're just talking about there. Some good base running right there. Bell White on 3, Maddie Cameron on 2, 2 out. Brings Ruby Fidge up. 0-1 count. And she just kind of slaps that one foul just over the first base dugout.
Not to mention that she caught it a metre behind where the shortstop was fielding. Toby, was that an infield fly? Just getting the umpire's perspective here.
I'll be honest, I don't think so. Quite a lot of people misjudge the interpretation of infield fly.
All right.
Being with ordinary effort required.
Okay.
Both runners still on the run. I really don't think it was.
Infield in as well, inside the line, protecting that run at third.
Makes it a bit harder as well.
So I didn't see on the replay where Bastian was actually playing on that, and she probably was in, as you'd expect. And of course, that does change how far she has to go to get that ball. Having said that, Ballard has gone a ridiculous distance from second base to catch that one behind the shortstop.
I was very impressed by that play, actually.
Ball in the dirt.
And as you said, James, great heads-up base running by everyone. Everyone advancing a base on it. So, very well played.
2-2 count to Fidge. Runners on second and third. LaRussa throws a ground ball to short, backs up on it, makes a throw, got her. A great 6-3 put out by the Hills.
Yeah, here's Abby Bastian on the CMAX replay. She backs back for that second bounce. Always risky on this West Beach dirt, and she fires it across. She really had to back her arm in here, and you watch her just throw a seed across the field.
Well, that's the thing. Backing up like that, you do take that risk. But, man, she planted and threw a strike. Got her by half a step. That was a great arm.
Yeah, great play, and probably showed why she was one of the players in the Aussie under-18 team that went over to American Samoa, qualified for the World Cup. A couple of players in this team went over there, Abby Weir and as well as Ruby Fidge from Sturt, Abby Bastian, and of course coach Amanda Reggie Fairley from the Hills Heat.
Well,
in this game I'm talking about.
Oh, yes. The Falcons did answer back there, but probably Hills did a great job to actually deny them those 2 other runs that could have come across with a base hit there late.
Right, Toby, we've got to get you into the call a little bit more, mate. So thanks to MC Sports, we will go around the diamonds over on Diamond 2, the game between Port Adelaide and Glenelg. You got a score update for us?
2-0, mate. Port Adelaide's coming out hot.
We're going to get a special guest come and join us after that result. Jess Golden is going to come and talk about her clinics, her camps that she's putting on. And I'm not sure if we've still got the graphic or not, but we put it up last week. I've missed the first play of this inning as I'm making eye contact with producer Brandon, but it is Riley Zobel grounding out on the first pitch to shortstop Belinda White.
Bell White, another strong arm at shortstop. Stands her ground. Gets the hop, rolls up the heel of the glove a little bit, but you kind of like that as a shortstop. I like that ball going straight up into the bare hand so you can come up throwing. Great play.
Chloe Zackley is the next hitter. She's hitting 9 for the Hills Heat, and If you have a look at their stat sheet, amongst regular starters, she's sitting second in the team with batting average 273, but a 429 on base. Gets this one down. Ruby Fidge has to come and get it in time too. Great play from Fidge. Had to come down and get it. The ball was low to the ground, and she comes up firing to first for the second out.
Exactly, a very fast runner. And that chopper in the dirt, Fidge fielded that very well. Well done. Nice stretch by Riley Moore. 2 out.
Back to the top, Abby Bastian. She launched one to start off the game.
Had the deep double to left center. Strike called. 1-1 count to Bastian. Fidge is going right after the lineup here in this half of the inning. Putting the pressure on the batters. Another strike called.
Yep, getting that outside edge. She goes ahead of the count. Bastian protects and fouls it off. Toby, I'm going to ask you about the outside edge. What are you taught as an umpire? Any part of the ball, any part of the plate is what I was told early on, but you know, you see some umpires calling in the left-handed batter's box. What's with that outside edge?
To be honest, it's
fly ball, second base. Rachel Tonkin gets underneath it, and a clean and quick 1-2-3 inning for the Falcons. And they will come in with a little bit of momentum, you think, although they're trailing at the moment 2 runs to 1. Here's the CMAX replay.
Yep, pop up. Rachel Tonkin quickly gets over, keeps her feet moving, gets behind the ball. Well done.
Go for it, Toby. What do you got for us on that outside edge?
Yeah, as I said, a lot of umpires can have a bit of a difference at home plate on that outside edge. If I talk about me personally, you give that tiny little bit more on the outside for the strike 3. It's got to be one that's well earned. But usually, as you said, any part of the ball on any part of the plate.
Now, I'll just say that I've fallen victim to that outside edge one too many times, so that's why I bring it up. But we can get back to the action, and the Sturt Falcons bottom half of the lineup is going to have Rachel Tonkin leading off.
Rachel Tonkin, the second base. Number 4, playing position 4. Getting ready to face LaRussa. The bottom of the second inning starts. First pitch for a called strike. Tonkin, very good contact hitter. Has very fast legs as well. Can leg out those infield singles. Contact up the middle and just past the glove of Georgia Ballard at second. Exactly that approach she's looking for. Just pulls the bat back, 3/4 swing. And as we like to say, James, that ball had eyes. So it's a seeing eye single.
Toby, Bill's not from around here. You might be able to tell from his accent. And he just comes up with these crazy sayings. Seeing eye single.
There's definitely some that I go, I like that. I might need to reuse that. And then there's some that I think, what on earth?
And?
I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. We don't see much of that in Melbourne.
Number 8 batter now, Ashlyn Mensford, showing bunt. Pulls back. Aggressive lead by Tonkin at first. Ashlyn Mensford, one of the new young players on the Sturt Falcons team, been doing quite well. Shows bunt again, gets it down. Fielded by LaRussa. Got her at 1. And moves Tonkin down the second base on a sac bunt.
Yeah, CMAX replay. She very wide stance, and LaRosa does well to field it and fire it across. See that? Both her feet were facing the pitcher.
Correct. She's really committed to that one. Turned right around, make sure she could see it, committed to it, got it down, so it worked for her. Ollie Durham, the right fielder, is up now, number 9 batter. Ollie is in most likelihood going to be the closer if they go to another pitcher tonight for Sturt. Throws gas. Tonkin on second. Takes a called strike, even it up, 1-1.
James says that outside pitch, mate. We like it sometimes. We like it a lot.
Yeah. One of our old co-commentators, Mark Cramp, knows the outside edge very well, with Damien McCauley calling it as well.
Swing and a miss. Aggressive swing by Durham. I like that. She backed herself. Had a pretty good hack. I think she was probably a little bit out front, but now with 2 strikes, we'll see if she changes her approach and just looking to make contact. She's shortened up on the bat again. And fouls it right at me behind the cage.
There's a good example of a batter protecting the outside edge, fouling it off right at the end of the bat. Tell me, Toby, I'm really hitting you with it. How is it fair that a batter with short arms, maybe like me, can't even reach the outside edge?
It's not fair at all. That's the way it goes. Whether you like it or not.
Ground ball past shortstop into left field. Tonkin's going to hold up to 3.
Great shot from Durham.
Yep, Zoe Marich came up very well, throwing, can only advance the 1 runner. And now we have very speedy runners for the Falcons at the 1-3, and timeout called.
Yeah, pitching change. We've just seen a straight swap, 1-3, 3-1. So La Rosa over to first base, and Cindy Ritter, the South Australian over 35 state rep, comes to the plate. So maybe the idea to pitch by committee. We do know that Claire Mohan-Ram has been named as the starting pitcher, so she can come back into the game. And they've got Zoe Marich playing out at left field. So
yes,
Riley Zobel pitched an inning and a half the other day, so they've got a couple of different options out there. Hills Heat, so maybe taking a leaf out of the Falcons book. Bill, pitching by committee.
Pitching by committee, yes. Well, a lovely night down here at West Beach. It is a little bit chilly. It was windy earlier. It was a very warm day today. You would have noticed in the games going on here today, correct?
No, they had an education day today.
Oh, education day.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Sorry.
We might touch on that, Bill, in a sec, but have a look at that screen there. Average age of that outfield would probably be about 15, I'd say.
Well, Zoe Marich in left field there. She's a year 9 student. I know that because she's at the school that I'm at. You're right. 15 is probably about their average age. That brings Sarah Tonkin back up, the leadoff. Runners on the corners, takes off going, and just kind of hesitates halfway down, trying to draw the throw. King doesn't bite. And now they got runners in scoring position.
Durham was always going that one of the fastest, if not the fastest in the under-18 state team.
Second pitch, called strike. Now, in the first inning when they got to this situation, they kind of pitched carefully and they put runners on. Maybe by purpose, maybe by mistake. But if you do that here, you're going to have bases loaded with then Belle White and Maddie Cameron. And if Sarah Tonkin can hit the ball hard, we can just double that with those next 2 batters.
Yeah, that is if she doesn't bring them in before we get to
correct
White and Cameron.
Just a little on front of that. Hit it pretty hard. Hit it off the top of the fence last time up. And up high, missing 2-1.
Ritter's first time playing in the Premier League.
Again, just out in front. The change of pace here. Tonkin's finding herself out in front. 2-2 count.
Yeah, first time playing in the Premier League, and she's been thrown Sturt Falcons. Here you go. First time playing. Come up against this team here, who are always around the mark. The Sturt Falcons. quite a number of premierships over the last decade.
Whoa, lays off that one.
Probably 5. I think 5 in the last decade. They won 4 in a row, I think.
Yes, yeah, I think I'm not sure the exact number. I know that they were the team that was winning when I first sort of became involved at West Torrens, and they've got 1, 2 since. Popped up,
This
back.
one's going to hit the Jill Williams
Right
Pavilion, and
on top of the Jill Williams Pavilion.
it's right above your head, Bill. If you were to stand up.
Yep. And there you go.
The idea from Jill Williams a few years back, Toby, we sit under a protected area.
I'll be honest, I looked at this a few days ago and said, I want one of these for the commentators at Waverley. We actually ran for my life on a foul ball the other night. Didn't have the guts to look up and take the catch. But the scorer next
What, at
to
Waverley?
me... Yeah,
Right,
at
yeah.
Waverley. And the statistician that was sitting next to me very calmly sat back and went, I'll have that one. And only just missed it.
Full count. Popped up. First base Arusa comes over. Oh, and that's just gone off the glove. Foul ball.
With 1 out and 2 runners in scoring position, they've just given a life to one of the most dangerous hitters in the comp.
Yeah, you're not wrong there, James.
Chasing a bad pitch too.
She looked like she was protecting on that swing. She really didn't want to go after it, but thought it was too close to take. Let's see what she can do with her second chance. Full count. Runners on second and third. And low in the dirt. Ball 4.
Well, instead of 2 out with Abby Weir up to bat, I've got 1 out with loaded bases.
I did jump the gun a bit there, didn't I? It was Abby Weir, that's the next batter. It's Belle White that'll be on deck. Number 16, Abby Weir, third base. She had a sac bunt first time up. First pitch, a bit high. Sounds like Cindy's got some fans in the crowd here cheering for her.
I can see a few big V hoodies in the grandstand.
Okay.
Quite a few Victorian hoodies, actually.
And that one's a bit high again. 2-0. Abby Weir, young player. Been involved in state teams for several years now. Good hitter. I've been impressed with the way she swings the bat. She has aggressive cuts. A 2-0 count is a hitter's count. That one just misses the mark, a bit high again. Well, a 3-0 count for Abby Weir. I imagine she's got a red light.
Oh, I wouldn't. Not with Belle White on deck.
Ball 4.
That scores Tonkin, and the second run to tie up the game for the Falcons with 1 out, time out, and both teams are going to have a chat. But Bill, what are the chances that they put Bell on here with loaded bases?
Oh, man. Well, you mean actually signal from the dugout, put her on?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bold strategy.
Well, let's recap this inning, Bill. Hills haven't had much luck, but you'd say that Sturt Falcons have done it very, very well indeed. We had the Seeing Eye single to lead off the inning, a sacrifice bunt from men's fourth.
Yep.
Ollie Durham's ripped a single, and then Tonkin got a life before she got a walk, and Abby Weir a 4-ball walk.
Yeah, that pretty much brings us up to where we're at. Bases loaded, tie game, 2-2 in the second. And that brings up number 2. All the numbers are aligning. If you're betting on 2.
This Saturday's games, Port versus Sturt, top of the table clash. West Torrens versus Walkerville, and at 3 o'clock, live on Space Quake Sports, we see the Seacombe Tigers in their club day take on the Hills Heat.
So the shortstop, Belle White, steps in, takes a called first pitch strike. Several balls thrown earlier there by Ritter. Probably making sure that she's not going to swing at something silly. And that's a swing that's fouled back out of play.
Well, gone ahead of the count, 0-2, and both of them have been fairly low, but still low enough to be either called or to swing for. Maybe keep it there, Bill, or are you looking to change something up here?
Well, they might try and change. You got a bit of room to play with, but Bellwhite's a good contact hitter when she needs to be. And there it is, out to right. Might fall in. It has. 1 run scores. The runners had to hold. Wisely tagging. Looked like it was possibility of being caught by Riley Zobel out there, but she's playing just a little off the line, and that probably landed about a meter inside.
Yeah, Zobel just gave up on it. Yeah, a couple of meters away from the ball. It lands in, but she didn't let it get past her and throws it in and reduces the damage to just a single run. So Tonkin, the 7-hitter, and Durham, the 9-hitter, both scored on their singles. You got Maddie Cameron now.
Maddie Cameron's base loaded, still only 1 out. Danger area here. Chases one up a bit and fouls that one back.
Ritter hasn't been too bad. She has got cheap foul balls on Tonkin, White, and Cameron. White's went foul by a mile. Tonkin's was dropped, and that one on Maddie Cameron. So she's getting them to miss their timing a little bit. Is that another golfer in? Hello, we've got special guests coming from all over Australia now. Toby.
Mate, they come from everywhere, especially when it's at West Beach. An absolutely
fly
amazing
ball down the left
facility.
field side, just inside the fence. Meg Williams, third base, running back for it. Kind of stopped for a moment, had another look, and it would have been a very, very tough play. The wind might have picked up again, could confuse her a bit. Really want to find that fence first, right, James?
Yeah, have your hand out. Get a feel for the fence if you can't see it in your peripheral, but all eyes on the ball and let the fence stop you. Only hurts for a little while.
That's right. 2-2 count to Cameron. It's been very aggressive with the bat. Just looking for contact, you would expect here, but swings through it. Strike 3.
Well, Cindy Ritter is going to go home with a notch on her belt, that is for sure. Maddie Cameron's first strikeout of the season, and leaves bases loaded as well now with 2 out.
Would not have predicted that, but credit to her. Hanging in there, going after him when she had to. Nowhere to put her, may as well pitch to her. Riley Moore steps up, 2 out. 3-2 Sturt, bases still loaded. First pitch a bit low, ball 1.
That's the first strikeout of the game as well. And my scorecard, Bill, I don't know about yours, is full of blue and green for Sturt Falcons at the moment. I'll tell you why in a sec.
Okay. Second pitch popped up in the infield. Wind swirling. Shortstop comes in. Abby Bastian stays with that one and gets the 3rd out. Riley Moore. You see, she just has a big hack, probably a little bit early, gets under it. And you watch where Abby Bastian starts and where she actually finishes. I think that wind's caught that ball a bit.
Yeah, CMAX replay, and Riley Moore also is caught out mishitting the ball. So Ritter's actually done pretty well when she's come in, and thanks to CMAX for that replay. If you want to help advance tomorrow's healthcare and get paid for your time, log on to cmax.com.au. Bill, we've seen hits to Tonkin, White, Rachel Tonkin and Durham, but we've also seen 3 sacrifices, 4 walks and a strikeout. That is why the scorecard is all blue and green at the moment for the Falcons as they take a lead after 2 complete innings, 3-2. And you are watching the CMAX Premier League softball action, and We thank our broadcast partners CMAX, MC Sportswear, Dental for Schools, as well as Space Quake Sports. 8th season of broadcasting the greatest sport.
Greatest sport in the world too. That's it.
Great
That's
job.
Exactly right. Space Quake do an amazing job.
Here's Megan Williams. They say that more people play softball than AFL, NRL and netball combined across the globe.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
Big numbers. Isn't
That
it?
is a huge number.
Meg Williams, a very experienced hitter. Can hit the ball hard all over the field. Takes the next pitch, 2-0. Well, now that Sturt's battled back and taken the lead here, you'd think Ruby Fidge would be going 3-0, sorry. Ruby Fidge would be going right after batters. And ball 4.
Yeah, 4-ball walk to get things going from the Hills veteran, Megan Williams. And just what they needed as well to steady the ship. They had a 3-up, 3-down inning, only to give up 2 to go down 3-2, giving up the lead. So here's Georgia King.
Fielder's choice last time.
Yeah, over to second base. It was a great play from Rachel Tonkin, catching Abby Bastian short of the plate, probably by centimetres, you'd say, Toby.
Even less, James.
And Ruby Fidge staying low in the zone. I haven't seen anyone warming up for the Falcons because they only have one bench player tonight,
Yes.
Elizabeth Morris. So their relief, as you mentioned before, Bill, will be Holly Durham if required. That one is in there for a called strike.
Now Liz Morris, I think, might pitch too in 18.
Is that right?
Okay. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm confusing her with someone else. That's
Nice
a hard
shot
hit ball to
from-
center. Sorry there, James. I forgot who was doing what there, but backs up Cameron and she makes the catch. Routine, 1 out.
Toby, Bill has just broken the first rule of commentary, and that's not to talk over me because we watched the CMAX replay. A nice shot from Georgia King, but well taken from Maddie Cameron. And back to first goes Megan Williams, so that's the first out.
The comments are lighting up here on the Spacequake broadcast, just saying, Bill, what are you doing talking over James? I can see I've broken that cardinal rule.
We can mention anyone on social media if you want. In between the inning break, though, I reckon, Bill, another rule that we have here on Spacequake Sports that Anthony likes to break more often than not, actually, but he's not here to defend himself. So we go back to the action, and Tali LaRosa, who had an infield single to shortstop. That's not easy to do against Belinda White and the Falcons. 1-1 count. That one's in there for a called strike. Williams, a 4-ball walk to start this inning, has been stranded for a few pitches. Protects and fouls it off. '12 and under softball national championships is on at the moment, boys and girls. Toby, can you tell us who's leading the competition?
I'll be honest, there's quite a few strong teams. I've seen
Fouls again from LaRosa.
the SA girls have a brilliant left-handed pitcher. Likes to throw a ripper drop.
Sutton.
We'll go with that. I honestly don't know names, to be honest.
Smashes it to the right side, advancing Williams, who keeps her foot firmly on the base. So the two veterans for the Hills Heat getting the job done. CMAX replay.
Great hit there, line shot past Tonkin. Durham comes up with it really quickly, which probably is instrumental in keeping Meg Williams at second base. She really didn't think about going first or third on that one, did she?
No, it was hit so hard as well, and the ball came in quick, smart. Here's Georgia Ballard. Fouls the first one off. So the SA girls doing okay, Toby?
The SA girls are doing very well, James, very well.
2 days to go. We've got the last round of games tomorrow and then finals on Friday.
No finals in under 12.
No finals. Okay,
No
so
finals.
just top spot wins it.
That's it. There's a finals in the 18 and under for the schools, but not the 12s. I believe the girls is pretty tight at the top of the ladder, and I believe the boys are too.
Another foul ball from Ballard. Who's on top for the boys?
I believe it's Queensland.
Queensland, yep.
I believe it's Queensland, yeah.
Right. Well, under 12 and under national championships being played at West Beach tomorrow and Friday. So come down and support the kids. That's if it doesn't rain on our parade. There's 20 mils for Friday, Bill.
I heard late tomorrow, possibility of rain, and yes, Friday night possibly. Hopefully it'll all clear up before Saturday's games here, but hopefully not too bad for the kids. The under 12s down here.
Good eyes from Ballard to go to a full count. Gee, that was close.
Good discipline in the box. Ballard took a walk last time.
It's a piece to Tonkin, and she turns to 2. Just nips off the top of the glove of Moore as Williams will score. LaRosa forced out at 2, and Ballard will arrive safely at first. So a run scores, an out is made.
It's a great double play ball. Hit quickly, gets it to Bell quickly. Nice throw across. As you said, just unfortunate, just off the tip of the glove there of quick feed. And yeah, just that's unfortunate. And then very opportunistic running there by Meg. Comes in to score.
And ties back up the ball game as well. So Hills Heat yet again just sticking with the opposition at the moment. Zoe Marich has an RBI single. Grounds this one to short. White has to come up and fire. She's quick and beats it out. An infield single. Ballard just got a little too greedy as she turns to looking for an extra base, but 2 hits in the game from Zoe Marich, and she beat out a throw from Belinda White.
How about that? Again, she's quick. Makes Bell move to her right, so she's got to go over and plant the throw. Long throw.
Great call from Borovnik.
Great call.
At 1 as well.
But very heads up by Moore, just coming up, throwing right away. And dead duck over there at third base, Georgia Ballard. That was very similar to Zoe's first at bat. She just throwing the bat at it, keeping it in the zone as long as possible, making contact. And it's worked out for her twice.
Well, 3 innings now for the Hills Heat, and they've scored 3 runs. They've tied up the game against the Sturt Falcons. So middle of the 3rd inning, it's 3-all, and Sturt Falcons will get the last chance as the home team. All night long they'll get that opportunity to bat second, and Toby, I will tell you who's umpiring the game. So they played umpire Damien McCauley, first base Dave Borovnik, and third base is Ian Gray. I've hardly noticed the umpires tonight, Bill, and you generally say that that's because they're doing a good job.
I would agree. Ruby Fidge, the lead off the bottom of the 3rd for the Sturt Falcons, takes a called strike there. And Ritter has found some form here, and she's doing quite well. Picking up right where she left off. Popped up in the infield. Ballard comes across. Routine catch, 1 away. That seems to be the norm. The batters that Ritter's getting out, she's getting them to swing under and getting some routine fly balls, which she'd be very happy with.
It's a bit of a specialty there, Bill.
Yeah. It's her specialty, yes. I like that. 1 out. Rachel Tonkin takes the first pitch for a strike. Rachel Tonkin had a single to the right side last time up, just past Georgia Ballard. Up the middle. Count 1-1. Beautiful night at West Beach. Probably a little windy. Cool. No rain. And 2-1 goes the count with a bit of a low pitch there, just missing. Swinging under that is popped up on the third base side. Meg Williams comes across, running underneath, and makes the out. Great play, Meg Williams. We're just saying, James, that Ritter's got it working for her, that all her outs, most of her outs were registered other than that strike cut to Maddie Cameron. She's getting batters to pop up and making nice routine outs for her fielders.
Yeah, fly 4 and a fly foul, fly 5.
Number 33, Ashlyn Mensford. The left fielder's in now. She had a sac bunt in the first time up. Swinging, just foul tipped back.
Now, Ashlyn Mensforth played in the South Australian team that won the 18 and under National Schoolgirls Championship. And news just through that the South Australian Schoolgirls team won the School Sport Award for Team of the Year. So congratulations to those girls. Ashlyn Mensforth actually took the game-ending catch as well. Erin Adams McDonald, another player in that team, along with a number of others. And there's too many for me to remember.
Congratulations to him. Great bunch. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Well done to the girls. We'll make sure that we plaster that all over social media when the graphics come through for it. But yeah, well done to the SA Schoolgirls team.
Pitch and strike 3, and they get the Hills a relatively easy inning.
Yeah, 1-2-3, Bill.
3.
That's just the second strikeout of the game as well for both teams combined.
Wow, we got ourselves a close one here, don't we?
Ritter very effective, and it will take a big inning, you'd think. I thought the second inning for Sturt was going to be their big one. They ended up having 8 batters but only managed to score the 2 runs. It is tied at 3-all, and Hills Heat will come around to batter 7, 8, 9, whereas Sturt will start the 4th with batter 9 and come back around to the top. So maybe an advantage to Sturt just a little bit, not sure, but they have made their pitching change, Bill.
Oh, they have. There we go. Ollie Durham in from right field. She has been the closer, and she's opened the game. I think she started the game not too long ago as well. Threw everybody off, waiting for her to come in and close. But they had her up front. But
yeah, Ollie's had 2 starts in the season so far, and has an ERA of 2.07, so not bad for the teenager.
Throws a little bit faster than Ruby does. She does have a good changeup. I don't see it as often as it could be used with the speed that she throws, but well, maybe she's going to surprise us and throw a few of those tonight.
Has already won a couple of state MVP awards, under 14 team, and then under 16s last year. She's in the under 16s again this year as well, and you might be looking at the future of South Australian pitchers right here, although there's a few over in the colleges at the moment that might have a say about that when they return.
That's true. There's a few away outsourced at the moment. We'll be coming back. Whose turn is it, James? Is it mine or is it yours? I can't recall.
I'm doing the away team,
me.
so it's me, mate.
It's you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you had the 1-2-3 inning.
That's right. It was so fast.
And Cindy Ritter will foul this one off, and the count will go 1-1. There's no shortage of interstate players playing in the Premier League. We've seen Grace Rickson and Zali Summers, now Cindy Ritter. She fouls this one off, and we've
all 3
seen
you just named for the Hills Heat.
Yep, Tani Steptoe also for the Hills Heat as well, but we saw Chantel Ladner play for Sturt a couple of years ago. We had Miho come over to pitch for West Torrens a couple of years before then as well. Did Jess Torpy play for West Torrens in a couple of games? Strikeout swinging for Ritter. So Ollie Durham getting the job done. First batter, first strikeout. That's Sturt's first strikeout that they've got defensively for the game so far. Busy writing some notes there, Toby. You can join in anytime you want, mate. Tough to get a word in with the two of us, is it?
Yeah. Look, to be honest, I like to sit back and hear the action, but you get lost when you're watching good quality ball like this. Some amazing plays by some absolutely amazing athletes. Swing and a miss there.
There you go. Called it very well, mate. Who's the top commentators over in Victoria?
We like to sub them in and sub them out. We don't have a regular crew over at Waverley. Ball in the dirt there. Don't have a regular crew over there.
Did I hear you say that David Muggleton had you on a camera?
Yeah, you did.
A couple of games ago?
Yeah, you did. I wasn't meant to be doing anything that night. Went out, enjoyed a bit of softball, and got a text message while sitting on the sidelines to say, "Hey, are you busy? I need a bit of help." Ended up on the first base camera and learnt a bit of the tools of the trade.
You've done one thing that I haven't then, Toby.
Tough gig, that first base camera. That's following the action, and
it's a very tough gig.
Another strikeout for Durham, and Zobel will go down for the second out. Producer Brandon, I'll stick to this, you stick to that, I think. All right. Chloe Zackley will come up to bat. Second time through the lineup for the Hills Heat. Got the leadoff on deck, Abby Bastion. And I can see some more action in the Hills Heat bullpen, Bill.
Oh, yes. Okay. Oates Willis up helping or throwing or catching?
No, she's doing the catching, I think.
Okay.
Toby's just departed us, so it's just you and me for the moment, Bill.
Oh.
One count. Durham just going about her business. Just bringing the heat. 2 strikeouts already in this inning.
This is a great pitching change opportunity, really. They've sensed the opportunity to come out, throw Ollie, hopefully shut them down, and then come back with the bats. As you said, they're going to be in the 9-1-2 spot. Falcons, Sturt Falcons will be. So they'll be in a good part of the lineup. Shortened way up.
Fouls this one off, Chloe Zackley, and it looks all Ollie Durham at the moment. Zoe Marich warming up in the bullpen, getting the nod from Toby. You've got the mic, mate. You can say it.
Exactly right. Yeah, warming up in the bullpen behind the first base bench.
He wrote me a note, producer Brandon, so I just read it out.
Way to throw me under the bus, James. Thanks for that one.
Another foul from Zackley. She's doing very well, Bill, to stay alive in the count.
Yeah, she's hanging around here, and that's what you want. I mean, you're number 9 batter. She's got wheels. We know she's fast. She can get this ball in play. Legs at a single. She brings the top of the order back up.
Gets a nice piece of this ball. It goes high. Backing back's Belinda White, but Mensforth comes running in and takes a catch. Here's a smile with the leader of the team, and they get out of the inning 1-2-3. The Falcons with 2 strikeouts for Ollie Durham. Here's the CMAX replay.
How about that? Ashley Mensforth's under-18s team just recently, still under-18s. And she calls off Belle White and says, I'll take that one. It's confidence. That's good.
Well, score remains at 3-3, and that replay was brought to you by CMAX Clinical Research. And if you want to help advance tomorrow's healthcare and get paid for your time, log on to cmax.com.au. We'll hopefully be hearing from CMAX within a few games. Great that they're broadcast partners for us for the second year running. Claire Mohan Ram is the new pitcher. So we got some bad intel, Toby. You said 51.
51 was rolling over behind the dugout. She wasn't warming up with heat, so I wasn't sure if she was going to fully come in or not, hence the little note I wrote.
Oh, easy, mate. We're just having a good time here on the mic, and no doubt we'll see Zoe Marich as the Hills Heat continue to pitch by committee. Bill, third pitcher for the game for him.
Yep.
We've gone past the 90-minute mark, so there might be an opportunity to see Marich. She's warming up.
60-minute mark. We've gone past 60?
60-minute mark.
Yeah, 65
Sorry,
minutes.
90-minute mark for the game on Diamond 2.
Correct.
So we should be hearing a result from them fairly shortly. And as I mentioned, we're going to hear from Jess Golden. She's going to come in and talk about her camp when she comes in a moment.
As Ollie Durham steps in, the number 9 batter. Ollie had a single. Past shortstop last time. First pitch called strike. Good start for Mohan Ran. Gets her first pitch across. And a little high. 1-1.
Yeah, that one a little upstairs. Mohan Ram was at the Falcons last year, Bill. Made the move across to Hills Heat this year along with Abby Bastian, who's at shortstop.
Yep. Ground ball to short. Backhand play. Not going to get her overthrown, but nicely covered by Riley Zobel. That's not Riley Zobel, second base.
Abby Bastian at shortstop.
Yes, but cover over there at the right fielder. I'm sorry, I've lost that.
Zobel's listed as right fielder. Is that?
Yeah. Doesn't look like her though, but I could be wrong. I got the feeling Riley Zobel's moved to. Oh no, you're correct. I'm wrong.
Okay.
But it was a nice backhanded play by Abby Bastian.
Yeah, she stayed low to the ground. That's the key for a backhand play. But the throw just got away from her in the end. Sarah Tompkins, the batter in the box.
Called strike. Tompkins had herself that leadoff double and a base on balls. Again, that leadoff double was 20 centimeters or less from going out.
Yeah, hit the very top of the fence.
Ball low. Do we have a scores decision on that play by Ollie Durham? Infield single or E6?
I think I had an E6.
I've had an E6 as well
E6,
on the throw. Real wild throw. It was a good play, but just away from the first base. I can't. You're closer to the statisticians tonight. There's a CMAX replay of it there as well.
2-1 count to Tonkin. 3 times showing bunts. Runner not going. That time a called strike. Full count. It's a 3-1 pitch showing bunt. But it is a tie game. Anything can happen.
Yeah, good time for some small ball, isn't it? To get the speedy Durham over to second and into scoring position. But, you know, why wouldn't you back the likes of Tonkin? I know that we're bats too, but you've got Belle White and Maddie Cameron all due up.
Well, the 3-2 count takes the bunt kind of out of the play. Tonkin with a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact. Swing, ground ball to short. Play to 2. Got her, and that's all they're going to get. Nice play, again, by Bastian. Backed herself, played the hop very well, and just got the Speedy Durham force play at 2.
Here's another look on the CMAX replay. Fielder's choice on Tonkin and a 6-4 for the putout over at 2. This brings up Abby Weir.
Going. Oh, and just like Dave Brovnik down there, first base, umpires called a leadoff. Sarah Tonkin called out.
Well, it's the clearest of plays on the replay there. Dave Brovnik's called it very well that Sarah Tonkin was 2 steps off before the pitcher let go of the ball. So a bit of a life there for Hills Heat as now there's 2 out. So some good defense and then some luck going their way as Sarah Tonkin leaves the base early, looking for a 10th stolen base of the season.
Wow. It just shows the importance of the bunt situation, not getting it down. Here's the run.
Here's the CMAX replay.
Yes, oh yes.
Clearly off.
Yep.
And I hope the person who mouthed off in the crowd watches that replay as well. So good call, Dave Brovnik.
Abby Weir has had a base on balls and a sack bunt. Nobody on. Fly ball to right. Just drifting foul. Good piece of batting there by Abby. Just trying to get the ball in play. And we have a special guest here, do we not?
That's it. 2022-23 Cath Coral medalist Jess Golden joining us on the mic. Just finished her game playing for the Port Magpies. G'day, Jess.
Hello, everyone.
We'll just get Bill to call this play.
Straight from Diamond 2. Change up. And that one's just blooped down the right side. And Abby Weir is aboard.
Runner on for the Falcons. Here's the CMAX replay. A little bit of a chinker, wasn't it, Bill? But
yeah.
She gets aboard nonetheless. Belle White's the new hitter, and Jess Golden. You've got the result for us from the Diamond 2 game.
I do. We run ruled in the last inning.
7-0.
So yeah, 7-0. Yeah.
That sounds similar to the Seacombe game that you played on Saturday.
Yes. Yeah.
Belle White steps in. Hard hit ball is short, off the glove. And runners are going to hold.
Yeah, just out of reach on the backhand side for young Bastian at shortstop. Let's have a look at the leading team's replay. Yeah, she was there, wasn't she? It's going to be a tough call for the scorers, I think, on that one there. You want to give the infield single. It was a tough play on the backhand side.
As a shortstop coming across there, she's probably at the point where she has to plant if she's going to make that play. And so hitting the brakes, but it just stopped her glove from getting behind the ball.
Now, Jess Golden's joined us, the reigning Cath Coral medalist, second season playing in Adelaide. You've just had a brilliant game, 3 hits, I think.
Yeah. Falling back into things. Was just in the Netherlands, so I gotta now adjust to this pitching again. So I'm kind of just adjusting everywhere I go. But yeah, hopefully finding my rhythm again.
And the season in the Netherlands went well?
Yeah, it did. We actually won our Winners European Cup. So that was awesome team effort right there.
Number 14, Maddie Cameron now up to bat, center fielder. She struck out her last time up.
Is that your first time playing in the Netherlands, Jess?
Yes, it was.
Did they make you try the herring and...
Yeah.
I didn't like it either. But
yeah, it was raining a lot too.
I tried the herring on the weekend.
Yeah.
The girls from Sweden had some for
our
for
Seacombe, right? Yeah,
little Friendsgiving. dinner that we
nice.
had.
Nice.
So we all tried the herring.
You can have my share, Bill, if you like.
It wasn't that bad. I didn't mind it. Had good texture. Another changeup off the plate this time.
Jess, you said it rained a lot. I remember the first time I was there, they said, "Welcome to Holland, it rains."
Yeah, we had a lot of delayed games and just kind of setbacks just from the weather out in the Netherlands. It was not the best.
We'll concentrate on the Magpies in just a moment.
2-1 to Cameron. Off the plate, 3-1.
Liz pitched another beauty, a one-hitter.
Yes, yeah.
Very impressive against the Rebels. They've been playing very well this year.
Yes, definitely. They are definitely up there.
Rebels have been hitting well, actually. It's a very good outing.
Yeah, I agree.
Ball gets away, ball 4. Runners are just going to move up the one base anyway, as King's back quickly to pick it up.
Bill, this was looking like a quick inning for the Hills Heat in defence, but the last 3 batters just got away from a little. An error to the shortstop to lead things off, but then a heads-up play by the shortstop to get the lead runner the very next batter. Then Sarah Tonkin left the base early for the first 2 batters being retired, then given up a single to Weir, a single to White, and a walk to Cameron.
And that brings up Riley Moore. Riley Moore's had a sac fly. It's kind of a earned by the runner sac fly, and a fly to shortstop.
She's got 11 RBIs for the season, leading the Falcons.
But she is your RBI leader, correct? And a perfect situation for her. Bases juiced. Hard hit ball foul. Third base side. With 2 out here, a single is going to score 2 for sure. Bell White running from second, very speedy. 2 out, you don't have to wait and see if it's going to be caught. And Cameron very quick too. Anything hits the gap, Cameron's a good chance to score from first base. So the Heat will be trying to shut him down here, get that 3rd out. And Sturt's looking to do some damage.
Yeah, and we've gone past 75 minutes, Bill, so only about 7 or 8 minutes before no new inning. So you think we'll go one more unless Sturt put in a big effort here with 2 out.
2-1 count. Bit of a change of speed, just up and away. 3-1. Mohan Ram looking to compose herself now.
It's her first time pitching in the Premier League, Bill.
It is? Yeah, I'm not sure. But she's doing all right. But she's in a bit of a tough spot here. Let's see what happens. Base hit to left. 1 run scores. 2 run scores. Gets past Merchich, who comes up throwing. And the runners move up another base. 2 runs scored, 5-3. Sturt takes the lead over the Hills.
2 more runs off the bat of Riley Moore for the season. This one just gets under the glove of Zoe Marich, and Bell White scores from second. So 2 runs, and that's the lead in the game as well.
Good piece of hitting. You know, Riley can crush the ball, but she just made enough contact to get that ball over the infield. And definitely was scoring 1. Ruby Fitch now, ground ball, shortstop. Bastian throws. 3rd out, 6-3, but not before 2-run score on Riley Moore's 2 RBI single to left.
Well, that's the lead in the game, isn't it? We do have time for another inning. Here's the CMAX replay of the final out. Fitch grounding out to Bastian at shortstop. And if you want to help advance tomorrow's healthcare and get paid for your time, log on to cmax.com.au. We are joined by the Cath Coral medalist Jess Golden, and she is running a school holiday camp and clinic with a couple of her friends from Baseball SA in a combined effort, and a bit of an American theme, isn't it, Jess?
Yeah, definitely. So we got all the imports together this year, and we're trying to look back to give to the Adelaide kids. So we decided to get together, during the holidays and kind of just put on a camp for all the young ones out there that maybe want to learn from international talent.
So you've got the QR code there as well. You've
Yep.
got the Adelaide Goes Global social media account
Yes.
as well. It's going to be capped as well, so if you want to get in, you've got to get in
Yes.
quick as well. Prices are there on the screen and on the website as well. It's going to go for, what, 3 days?
4 days.
4 days.
Yep, so we have first 3 hitting and defense, and then the last day is going to be pitching and catching.
Now, the question that I always get, ages 10 to 16, will you take someone maybe a year younger or a year older? Or are you
Of
going
course, yeah. We've gotten a couple emails already asking for a couple 9-year-olds. So, yeah, sign them up. We'd love to have them. If you think that they would be okay in that level, then definitely bring them on.
All right, Jess, we'll get you to talk a little bit more about you call it a camp, we call it a clinic,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we'll talk about that in a moment, so
Yeah,
don't go
sounds
too far away. Abby Bastion is leading off the 5th inning for the Heels Heat. Gets a good shot over the head of Belinda White and single to left field. It's Abby's 2nd hit of the ball game.
Similar location that she hit her first one. Went just over, and left fielder gets over there quickly to cut it off. Good start for the Hills. Good answer back.
Yeah, hitting in the 200s before this game. That'll go up a fair bit after 2 hits tonight. Here's Megan Williams, a sack bunt and a walk for her 2 plate appearances. Jess, you're chasing 2. It's the last inning. What are you doing here? Are you going to try and advance that run around, or are you going to let her swing away?
I think I'm going to swing.
Maybe for a ball.
Yeah, I think just kind of finding that confidence within the batter who is in the box and being able to swing that ball and put the pressure on the defense. I think that's how they're going to score those runs.
Ground ball to Durham, who plays the lead runner. Bell White tries to get the throw across, and it's in time. A double play. That's going to break the hearts of the Hills Heat. Great infield double play started with the 15-year-old sensation, Ollie Durham.
How about the composure? Ollie comes up, throws a strike, and Bell just hangs in there and bang. That's a great play, great double play.
1-6-3 double play for the Falcons. And Jess, you play Sturt this weekend.
We do.
In a top of the table clash. Winner will go top. Although you didn't give up any runs tonight, so your runs against is going to be better than Sturt's. So you need to. If you win, you'll go 2 games clear. But if you lose, you give them an opportunity to catch her. So
Yeah.
they'll go to 16 points. If they win tonight, you're on 18 points as it is.
Yep.
After your win tonight against Glenelg.
Yep. And we are looking to win.
Foul ball there. Georgia Kings, the batter in the box. Have you played against the Falcons this year? I think
Yeah, we played Wards.
They beat you?
Last week. Yep. They beat us last week.
Another foul ball from King.
Maybe it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, got to go back a couple of weeks, I
2
reckon.
weeks.
Sturt Port in round 3, they beat you 6-1. Was that your first game back, or you?
No, I want to say my 3rd game back. But we were down a couple people, so I will say we got everybody back on Saturday. So I'm excited to see how it goes.
Now, Jess, have you been out watching the primary school national championships?
I haven't. I
for
haven't gotten a
sports?
chance to. I've been working myself.
That one goes foul again. Yeah, well, we do know that the Red Stars Cafe and Bar 66 do a great job, and tomorrow at the School Sports Under 12 National Championships, Red Stars Cafe is going to be running a barbecue raising money for the assisted athletes that were playing an exhibition game this Saturday after the A-grade game at 3 p.m. on Diamond 1. That's the Special Olympics athletes in the Be the Change drive. As well will be supported by Bar 66 and the Red Star Cafe for the dog shelters that they supported last year. So bring your dog equipment or your food and you can put it under the tree. So plenty happening this weekend with Seacombe's Club Round, Bill.
Yes, Seeking Club Round. We will have barbecue going and out there manning the canteen, I think we're in there, the Red Star. Struck Georgia King out just there. Good at bat. Very.
Looks like she got to first, mate. And Abby
guess-
Bastion comes in for the
Oh, sorry.
catch of
It was,
speed up.
sorry, it must have been ball 4. Lost track. She fouled off so many pitches there, and then we had a big delay as they had to hunt down a spare ball.
2 out now. and-
2 out walk.
Yep, La Rosa comes up to bat. 9:25, so no new inning. I wonder if they'll call time and game if they get this out because they're ahead,
Their head.
and so they can't. You can't win twice.
Yeah.
I would say they would. So it's really on the line now for the Hills.
So the Hills
Heat.
down to their last out there, and it's a 2-0 count for the lefty La Rosa. She's had a good game tonight, 2 for 2 so far. The CMAX player of the game as well, always a interesting topic of conversation. Bill, I'm going to throw a name out there, Ollie Durham. There she is on screen. She's had a couple of hits tonight, scored a run, stole on a base.
Started a double play. Ground ball to second.
Great play from Rachel Tonkin to end the game. There's the ball game called by plate umpire Damien McCauley. Nice play. Here's the CMAX replay for the last and final out. Moves across to her left and gets her feet into a good position, and easy as you like over to Moore for the 3rd out. And the Sturt Falcons didn't have it all their own way tonight. 5-3 winners over the Hills Heat. But a win is a win, Jess.
Yeah, definitely. They pulled through.
All right, we'll see some of the action of the game just coming up. But Jess, one more time, why don't you tell us how you can do one of your school holiday camps?
Yeah, so, again, basically it's the 18th through the 21st, and we really want to kind of just share our knowledge of the game. We grew up practicing and playing just like in different ways, so we really want to kind of just show the kids how we did it growing up. We're going to focus on hitting and defense the first 3 days, and then pitching and catching clinic on the last day. So yeah, we really would love to see you guys out there.
Now I can see you on the screen there under the catcher's mask.
Yes.
You get the bigger picture
Yeah.
as the Cathcart medalist, but you've also got a couple of other of your Magpies teammates there as well.
Yeah. So it's going to be about 20 imports total, and we'll probably cap the kids out at about 100, so 50 baseballers, 50 softballers. That way we have enough coaches to kind of do more one-on-one work with the kids. So yeah, it's going to be a good day. A couple days.
Here's some of the action. Great double play attempt there from the Falcons. Rachel Tonkin was in the action. Megan Williams crossed the plate, and both teams were in this all the way through. There's Zoe Marich's second hit of the ball game, beating out a throw from the Olympian. Not an easy task to do, but the Falcons were right on it with the defense. Here's a good catch from Mensforth, the left fielder. It was really a team effort tonight, Bill.
Yes, it was. Several players with a couple hits tonight. You know, we had, I said, Zoe Merchage had 2, Bell White had 2, Ollie Durham couple of hits.
There's the Sturt Falcons, top part of the order crossing the plate. That was the difference in the end. It was 3-all going into that inning, and there's Ollie Durham, who's our CMAX player of the game tonight. Batted well, fielded well, and then came in and closed out the game for the Falcons. And in the end, a good win, but well played, Ollie Durham, to lead the Falcons in their 5-3 win. Well, that is just about going to wrap it up for us tonight, thanks to Spacequake Sports. Just want to remind the games this weekend. It is Seacombe's club game, Sturt versus Hills, live on Spacequake Sport. Top of the table clash between Port and Sturt. So get down to West Beach to watch it, and West Torrens will take on Walkerville. Thank you, Bill. We want to thank Toby, who came over from Waverley in Victoria to help commentate tonight, and want to thank you, Jess, for joining us, giving us an update on the Port Adelaide win over Glenelg 7-0, and your sports camp, your softball baseball camp.
Yeah.
And we want to
Great
thank
idea.
Spacequake Sports as well.
Yeah, thank you for having me.